Hello, vinyl community. How are you? I'm Gary, and this is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Thank you so much for tuning in, and cheers to you. Oktoberfest still. So, this is an episode of used vinyl finds because everything on here is used, right? I'm pretty sure. I don't think I put any newer records in. Got them at various different stores. I will say all the vinyl that I have here is in really good shape. You know, some of the jackets aren't perfect, but all the vinyl is really good. Let's start off with, from 1980, we've got Union Jacks by the Babies. This only cost me $1. This is on Chrysalis. That's in great shape. There's John Waite, Jonathan Cain. Remember those guys? Of course you do. Anyway, this record was a lot better than I thought it would be, you know, and I took a chance on it for $1. I never really knew much by the Babies except for a couple hits, but I like it. I like that album. These things, you know, I hate them. Now, this next one, you have probably walked by this album 1,000,000 times. You see it everywhere. Maybe you already own it, but if you don't, you walk by it probably with your nose up in the air and you're like, that's not for me. I'm going to go buy some more pretentious music that I can iron my jeans to while I'm listening to it. But I'm talking about Foghat Live from 1977. I joke around because, yeah, I've seen this album out there 1,000,000 times and I pass it up. A lot of times it's in crap shape, but this is actually in really good shape. And this is on some weird label. I can't see it here now, what that says. I don't have my glasses on. So I apologize. Here, you can see it. What does that say? I don't know. But anyway, this album is fantastic. This is a great live album. Of course, I've heard it before, but I'll be honest with you, I probably haven't heard this since before Sam St. John walked the earth. How about that? It's been a long time. I remember listening to it as a kid a bit, but I picked this up. This was super cheap. It's in great shape. This is just a smoking live album, man. I mean, it's only got like 6 or 7 songs on here, I think, but because I do a lot of jamming, but it is great. It's a great live album. Don't pass that up. Next, another one from 1977, totally different, Making a Good Thing Better by Miss Olivia Newton-John. You know, I thought I already had this, but I didn't. I picked this up at a good price. The vinyl's in great shape. She's, you know, all happy, smiling on here. More pensive there on the back. You know, the only thing that's bad about this, I mean, it's in great shape, but I don't know how well you can see it with the plastic on there. But look at this. It's got this MCA gold stamp here right on her head. Right on her forehead there. What the hell? That's just stupid. If I ever find another copy that maybe doesn't have that, that's cheap, I might buy it just for that fact because that just kind of pisses me off. Way to ruin a great cover by Olivia Newton-John, for God's sakes. Next up, from 1983, we've got by John Cougar Mellencamp. Actually, this record was free. Somebody gave me a pile of records. There's a lot of junk in there, but this one was good. I kept this one. It's in great shape. This, of course, had, you know, Pink Houses was on here, Crumbling Down. And also, it had Play Guitar, which I was in a band. This, I'm going to play you just a snippet of it. I have a cassette from when we played a show, and I was still a teenager at this time. This is from about 38 years ago. I'm just going to play a real small piece of this so you can hear it and laugh. I played drums on this, just so you know. Let's see here. Probably playing it too fast. I was jazzed up. Haven't heard this in a long time. Anyway, like I said, that's from a long time ago. It's me playing drums in this one. That's enough of that nonsense. I just thought that would be kind of funny to play that. Anyway, hey, we all have our pasts, right? Next up from 1985, I believe, the third solo album from Miss Stevie Nicks. This is Rock a Little. And I was pretty happy to find this, to be honest with you, because I've seen this before. One time I saw it, it was really expensive. And the next time I saw it, the record was in shit shape. Well, this was not expensive. The record is in really good shape. Now, you know, this is definitely a step down from Belladonna and Wild Heart, her first two albums. I think there's a lot of cocaine and stuff going on during the recording of this. It's got more of the 80s kind of sounds to it, but it's still a pretty good album. It's got some great songs on here. Of course, it's got I Can't Wait, Talk to Me is on here, and it also has Anyone Ever Written Anything for You, which is a fantastic song. I love that song. It's a slow ballad, so happy to find that. I love Stevie Nicks, so that was a good one. Next up, I got a twofer here from Sheila E. from 1984. We've got The Glamorous Life. Had a big hit with that. That was popular. This still has the shrink wrap on it. I mean, it was opened. The record itself, Warner Brothers, great shape, really cheap. Next one, really cheap too. This is from 1987, just Sheila E. This is one of those odd ones where it's, you know, that's the back, that's the front, but yet this doesn't open up. You would think that would be a gatefold, but anyway. I'm going to dance around to those, I think. Next, from 1983, another one. You know what? I thought I had this on vinyl at first, but no, I don't have this. Reach the Beach by the Fixx. Fixx, really great band from the 80s. I love them. This is from, I said it's from 1983, right? Yeah, this has One Thing Leads to Another on here. Saved by Zero. This is on MCA Records. This is another really good album. I think the Fixx are, you know, they're kind of an underrated band. I remember when they came out, I was listening to them and early U2 right around the same time, and I put them kind of in the same category as far as their popularity and how much I liked them and all that stuff. Of course, U2 went on to bigger and better things, and the Fixx kind of got forgotten a little bit. And then finally, my last album from 1976, Genesis, A Trick of the Tail. This is the first album, I believe, first album that Peter Gabriel was gone. Phil Collins does the lead vocals. Starting to get into this early Genesis more. I showed you one on my last one. Really digging it. Really like early Genesis. Very British, and just has a different sound to it. This is in really good shape, so very happy to find that, because normally I can't find a good copy of it. Anyway, those are my vinyl finds for this time around. What do you think? Any of them that you like? What have you been finding? I always love any comments. Thanks everybody who's watched. Until next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.